G'day, we're David and Paula. Like many people, we've been working hard for many years and we're too young to retire, but we've decided to take a gap year from work. We've bought a new van and we're getting ready to do a lap around Australia.
This is like Jurassic Park.
Oh my goodness, this is insane. This is just absolutely insane.
In this episode we do a walk around of our campground at Dundaburra. We encounter a horror camper and then we move to the pristine inland lakes of Fraser Island.
This is insane, and the water is so clear. We got here at just the right time, and now a whole heap of people turning up with their lilos and their donuts and their kickboards. And
this is nuts. Yeah, absolutely nuts.
It just looks just more untouched.
It really is quite stunning.
And it's nice and quiet.
It's nice and quiet, yeah, that's right.
This is just absolutely insane.
And going to head back to Kingfisher Bay today. So we've been up here 3 nights, effectively 2 full days. And we use this as the base for trips just a little bit further north, up to Champagne Pools, Orchid Beach, and then yesterday Eli Creek. I reckon we're going to pass that way this time. I thought I'd do a quick look around in the area here. It's a good campground, it's well maintained. This is essentially right in the middle of the campground. So hot and cold running water. It's not treated water, so it's not, I think a lot of people have been drinking it, but it's not recommended to drink without treating. These are the old amenities. Pay for your showers, $2 for 3 minutes of hot and cold running water. 3 minutes have been quite adequate. This is all a little bit tighter down the front end of the campground. We didn't see some of these until our second day in. We just missed one of the other entry tracks. To be quite honest, I actually quite liked this one here. There's a dingo fence all the way around. This is sort of the entry and exit track into the area. Our tent sites are up around that way. That sort of is the easy track to the back of the campground, and this is sort of more to the smaller tent sites and amenities. But there appears to be sort of about half a dozen, maybe a few more suitable sites for camper trailers. The other night, it was bucketing down rain. We had to get up in the middle of the night and just sort a few things out around our area. Had barely started to get back into the tent, and some idiot decided that he was trying to take shortcuts and drove through. He didn't want to get out of his car in the middle of the night. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest, space cadet, but was driving through the tent sites in his car. Almost hit one of the bollards and came remarkably close to our car. Anyway, I had to sort of get out and just steer him in the right direction. But he didn't have any idea that what he was doing was wrong, and his mate obviously didn't want to get out in the rain to guide him. It was just dangerous. And if I didn't know better, the eyeballs are a little bit dilated because they are a bit spaced out. But anyway, that was just stupid. Yeah, the shade is wonderful, particularly on a day like today. It's getting up towards 30 degrees and it's humid, so the shade is terrific. But you're fighting to move the solar panel around to get a bit of solar. If you have a look, a number of the sites are just built up a little bit, which is good for drainage. You can put your car up next to them and tent just above them. We chose to find a spot that we could get the car into. So I thought I'd sort of show you the slightly newer amenities block. I think it's really quite functional. This one's got a weird layout in some respects, and I won't take you up to the, well, I won't take you into the loos of course, but stepped up. And it's obviously because they've got septic type arrangements down underneath. It is open at the eaves to the elements, but well covered, you know, for when it rains. Yellow lighting just to try and cut down on the bugs. Great amenities here as well. So it's just a relatively inexpensive tent. So Paula can stand up in it just, and we just back the awning over the edge, and we've got sort of preparation spots. We're a little bit untidy in the back because we've sort of set up for the night so that we've got access to the things that we need just here out of the back. A couple of chairs under the awning, and the Drifter Stockton awning is actually been really good. Really good. Actually pleased by that.
It was really good with the rain last night.
Yeah. With the weight limitations on the car, particularly when we're towing the van, we can't have a full second battery set up. So I've just had a little Bluetti battery, and it's good really with the fridge and the other things for about 48 hours. Paul in particular is not into swags, and to be honest, after 15 years in the army I gave up sleeping on the ground as well. Not that this is rough, but we've decided that if we want to sort of get away from the van for some places, for example Pernalulu, you can't take the double axle van into. We've got to be able to set up for a night or two. What we've decided to do is sort of go that little bit sort of lighter, a little bit more compact for the rare occasions that we need to be away from the van. And we wanted to come to Fraser Island, of course, anyway, as part of the whole gap year. We're going to spend a few days just as a treat over at Kingfisher Bay, and we'll do a little bit more exploring of the island from over there. I think it's a remarkable place.
Flying over streets and our broken hearts, but they can't even touch us. We found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the leaves. Oh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go and we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game.
Jurassic Park. So we're taking a different route across the island back to Kingfisher Bay. This one's on the Cornwall's track, and like the other track from Kingfisher Bay to Eurong, you get these patches of sort of deep rainforest. But this is sort of really sort of tall because it's a hot day, so it's even sort of 30 degrees down in under the canopy, but it just looks like Jurassic Park in through here. You reckon this is a rougher track, Paula?
Yes.
It's a rougher track. Still quite good, still relatively modest four-wheel drive skills. You wouldn't want to be teetering through here. It's absolutely stunning. I'm still just sort of waiting for one of those velociraptors to sort of come out and get us, because that's sort of what it's like here. It's a completely magical place, Fraser Island, and you can see why we need to protect it.
Where are we going, Dave?
So we decided to get up a bit earlier, not that it's that early, it's at 7 o'clock, and see if we can get to Lake Mackenzie before it gets too crowded, hopefully. Then we might head down to Lake Birrabeen. So we sort of had a rest day yesterday. We'd been sort of on the go for a couple of weeks between K'Gari Beach and Fraser Island. So we sort of vegged a little bit, just had sort of a local look around Kingfisher Bay. And this morning we've just decided to get up and do the lakes, and it's a beautiful day. And so back on the sand tracks. No food outside of the fence. Okay. So I'm not allowed to take out jet boil and coffee and stuff down into the lake, so we'll go down there first and come back and have some brekkie of sorts back here in the car parking area. And at the moment we're now the only people here. Oh my goodness, this is insane. This is just absolutely insane. Come running in, splash, big dive. Come running in, splash, big dive. This is everything I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's bigger than what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you just thought it was going to be like a little dam type lake.
No, I thought it would. I didn't realise it was going to be so deep.
Yeah.
I knew there were deep parts, but it's much bigger.
Yeah.
Nice clear water.
And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my
This is insane, and the water is so clear. Beautiful morning, just a few clouds. We got here at just the right time. There was, as it worked out, there was one other couple sort of tucked away, and we sort of ran around and got some photos. And now a whole heap of people turning up with their lilos and their donuts and kickboards and all those. So how about the tranquility?
But we get up and start from the ground.
So Lake Mackenzie was really good, wasn't it? Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah, very good. Nice relax. We got here at just the right time, about 7:30. 7 probably would have been a bit better. We probably would have had a good hour by ourselves. Yeah, so our recommendation is if you can, if you're staying in Kingfisher Bay, it's easier. Just get up early and get down before sort of 7 o'clock, particularly in this sort of spring and summertime. We'll grab a cup of coffee, grab some snacks because we haven't sort of had breakfast, so this is breakfast for us. And we'll contemplate sort of what we're going to do, probably Lake Birrabeen.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's just insane, absolutely insane. So this one sort of looks a bit darker and deeper, and sort of the water's sort of got a few more tannin type colours in it. It's a warm day, we're right in the middle of the day. This is nuts, it's absolutely nuts. Yep, I think here, nice shady spot. Yep. So this is Lake Birrabeen, and they say that it's sort of like Lake Mackenzie but less populated. It's different. Clearly hasn't got the same sort of shallow shell towards the edge, so it's deeper. It just looks just more untouched. It really is quite stunning. I know the water's got a bit of a brown tinge. That's some of the tannins around the place. So the water's still actually quite clear and quite fresh. It's just got a slight tint to it. I think the other one's sort of slightly more like stunningly beautiful.
Pristine,
yeah,
and that's probably because of the watercolour.
Yeah. But this one's more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty.
And it's nice and quiet.
It's nice and quiet. Yeah, that's right.
Middle of the day on a busy day, it's nice and quiet.
And no bus loads.
No bus loads, no screaming kids.
Well worth the drive out.
Yep.
It was a little bit more of a it was a rougher drive, like not ridiculously rough. We could do
why
it.
there's not that many people here.
Yeah, but it was definitely narrower the way we came, with some tighter spots. So which is probably why, as Paula says, that not as many people come here. It's absolutely glorious. I think in some respects I've enjoyed this just as much as the first half an hour or so we had at Lake Mackenzie. And there's other lakes, so there's other lakes and things. Alright, well we'll pack up, make our way back, and then at some stage, regrettably, we have to sort ourselves out and think about packing and to get off the island tomorrow.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes.
So this is Pile Valley, so it's another sort of one of the sort of notable areas. Big, tall, sort of solid timbers, and you can see why it's an attraction for logging. In the early days of the Federation and the colony. Yeah, beautiful spot. Well, we're on the road. We are on the lap. We've been delayed. We had a problem with the car park, which led to the rim, and another post with the Caravan. We're on the road.
Oh, hey, check this out. Sunrise. We're in Gloucester near the Barrington Tops National Park. And it's a beautiful morning, just a bit of a chill to it because we're on our way travelling south.
We've come swimming at Lockhart Gorge. And the water is freezing. We're going to follow that. Come on in, Paul, water's fine. It's not. Well, you've actually got to go in the water for this shot, Paula.
There's the birch and there's the king.
So there's a reason why they tell you check in stuff 2.5 hours before, isn't there?
There he is. There's a big long queue. Look at us swimming.
Again, thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, 100% of our YouTube advertising revenue goes to charity.